Kellyanne Conway, special counselor to the president, is in Pittsburgh tonight, speaking at a major Republican dinner. A few minutes ago, just before that event, Conway sat down with KDKA political editor Jon Delano. John is here with more. John.
Well, Susan, Kellyanne Conway is best known as Donald Trump's campaign manager, who seemingly did the impossible, helped to engineer his election as president. Now she serves as one of his top advisors. Telling me she was using a vacation day to politic, Conway is in Pittsburgh tonight to help Republican Rick Saccone defeat Democrat Conor Lamb in the special congressional election next Tuesday. It comes as some analysts think the Democrat could pull an upset in a district that the president won by nearly 20 points. Are you and the Republicans and the president worried that Rick Saccone is going to lose next Tuesday?
The president feels really great about those who are pushing for his agenda of lower taxes and fewer regulations and a stronger military, a well-funded military, people who believe in the coal mining industry, steel, aluminum, manufacturing. And it seems that Rick Saccone is right there with the president on those issues. There's a real binary choice in this race. Rick Saccone and Conor Lamb are very different candidates and would be very different members of Congress. Conor Lamb seems to agree with Nancy Pelosi's world vision that these tax cuts that have benefited 4.4 million Americans who have received bonuses and wage raises and capital investment from over 400 U.S. companies. Conor Lamb seems to agree with Nancy Pelosi that those are, quote, crumbs.
Do you think this election, essentially, Kellyanne, is a referendum on President Trump's performance in office?
No, none of these elections are that. These elections are special elections, particularly, that are very focused on candidates and the campaigns that they run, but also focused on the bigger issues of the party. And to the extent that people are getting legitimate and accurate information about these two candidates, and that the information is punching through the noise or the silence, whatever it may be, there's such a contrast between them and the worldviews that it should be an easy decision.
Now, Conway may not think this is a referendum on President Trump, but it's clear that many Democrats do, and most observers think that those opposed to the president are more energized than his supporters to turn out to vote on Tuesday. This Saturday, of course, the president will be in Pittsburgh making his own case for Saccone. New at 11, we'll have more from my interview, including what Conway thinks the president will say when he's here. Susan?